What's up, you guys? It's your boy Bit, and I'm back again. Yes, with another video. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear it. Okay, I don't want to hear it. I'm bringing games. I promise you. I'm bringing games. But this video is brought to you by top 10s. 10 facts that will ruin your childhood. I don't want them to ruin my childhood. Me, Canyon, already doing a good job at that. But shit, fuck it, might as well, cause it's already ruined at this point, pretty much. So it's a Derek ass song, bro.
We all have happy memories of our childhoods, but what if I told you some of those are based on total lies? Whether it's a book, a film, or a TV show you loved as a kid, or maybe just a general fact about your childhood you've.
Was it the fact that the dude was gay? Ain't nothing wrong with, cause why would they point at him? Or the obvious fact that they had the Black Ranger as the black guy and the Yellow Ranger as the Asian girl, but we gonna point at him because because we found out he was gay. Okay.
I've always thought back on. A lot of these are total lies and farces.
The fuck is
and
that?
There are some very dark secrets behind things which made
Mr.
your childhood
Moseby!
what it was. I'm Charlie, and today we're going to look at facts that will ruin your childhood. Strap in, because we're going on a nostalgia trip. But first, subscribe and press the notification bell. Walt Disney.
Y'all do that for me.
In the 1920s, Walter Disney made Disney.
Okay.
Since then, Disney's gone on to make some of the best kids' movies of all time. They
That's
also have
facts.
kids' theme parks and things every kid loved in their childhood. But most people don't know that Walt Disney had a dark past. It's said that Walt Disney did not like Jewish people very much at all. He was also a founding member of the Motion Picture Alliance. This group allegedly had many privately anti-Semitic members. In 2014,
I heard that. I know that by the time this recording though, we already done with Kingdom Hearts. Disney, I still love y'all, but y'all were tweaking back in the day, bro. Y'all were a little racist on some shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even lie. We seen some of those earlier, Mickey, at least I seen it. There's a little, I can't show them right now because due to these times and the climate of, racist, the whole movement, I feel like I'd just be triggering, But Disney, y'all were on some, yeah. Y'all on some shit, but that was back in the past. Y'all not doing that now. Y'all not doing that now. I'm saying that's old racist Disney. You know what I'm saying? This not gonna really ruin my childhood because Disney, they on the up and up, bro. They on the up and up, bro. They offer equality and all that shit now. They were just on some racist shit back in the day.
Actress Meryl Streep even said that he was an anti-Semite and misogynist. This claim was even backed up by Walt's grandniece, Abigail Disney. Also, some of his movies, for example Song of the South, have been criticized by the NAACP. That is for perpetuating African American stereotypes.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to look back at someone who made such great childhood films in this light. But what do you think? Does this ruin Disney for you or not?
Not really. I wasn't born back then.
Moseby.
Mr. Moseby.
If you're a 90s kid, I'm sure you remember The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. And then
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody came out like in 2006.
Many say that their
I've never
favorite
seen
character
that.
in these shows was Mr. Moseby.
Yes,
now,
sir.
Moseby, better known as Mr. Moseby, was portrayed by Phil Lewis. But before the show aired, the actor Phil Lewis had a pretty dark past. In December of 1991, he was arrested after striking Isabel Duerte with his car. This caused Isabel of Bethesda, Maryland to pass away. He was charged with manslaughter and driving while intoxicated. His blood alcohol level was 3 times the legal limit. A court sentenced
Mr. Moseby
him to 5 years in prison, but he
Mr.
only served
Moseby.
1. Instead, he began working with a prison-based theater group. He performed in jails, schools, and churches to highlight the consequences of alcohol abuse. Of course, he's now moved on and is a successful actor, but I'm pretty sure no kids watching his TV shows realized his dark past. Frankly, I'm surprised his sentence was, considering that Isabel passed away due to his driving.
Damn.
Cowardly Lion. We all remember the movie and story of The Wizard of Oz, and one of the main characters in it is the Cowardly Lion. But did you know that the lion costume in The Wizard of Oz is made of real lion hair? That's right, a lion had to be hunted down and taken out to get this costume. That kind of makes.
I didn't want to point it out, but did y'all see them? That lions
dressed in a deceased lion to play a lion.
You said why I'm looking there, bro? It's noticeable.
$3 million at an auction in New York City, but it attracted a lot of controversy because it is a real lion.
They be holding lions.
The costume worn by actor Burt Layer weighed over 100 pounds.
Golly.
Lions are now an endangered species around the world. So does this fact ruin the Wizard of Oz for you or not?
Not really. I never really cared for the
ELMO.
Oh no, not my homie Elmo!
Every kid watched Sesame Street growing up. We loved all of the characters, especially the main character, Elmo.
Cookie Monster was that nigga
the man behind Elmo. That is a puppeteer and actor named Kevin Clash. He performed in—
What the? What? You're telling me that Elmo was black? Look at Elmo's hand. Where is his hand going to? This man. Whoa. I was not expecting that. I did not know Elmo was black. What? That's crazy. That's wild. What the but Elmo on some others, like, what is he doing? Where's it? Y'all see where his hands at? Y'all see where his hands at, right? I know what you're trying to— Elmo, I knew you was always a real one, bro. I knew you were always a real one.
And voiced Elmo from 1985 to 2012. But why did he stop in 2012? Well, in November of 2012, a man named Sheldon Stevens alleged something against Kevin. He said that while he was underage, him and Kevin had an inappropriate relationship. Kevin acknowledged this and said it was between consenting adults. But 2 weeks later,
so he came
forward to talk about Kevin. That is someone named Cecil Singleton. Kevin then resigned from Sesame Street, and 3 claims were brought against him in court.
I take back everything I said. You are a nasty dude. You nasty, bro. I didn't even know that, bro. That kind of— wow. That doesn't— I'm talking about not Elmo. I'm talking about the dude that— yeah. Elmo's still black though. I don't care. He on some other— what the fuck?
2013, these claims were all dismissed by the court. That's because they were way past the statute of limitations. Do you guys believe Kevin or do you believe the accusers? And does this change the way you see the character of Elmo? I feel bad for Kevin if he did nothing wrong, but if he did do these things, then he gets no sympathy from me.
True, same thing.
Peter Pan. We all know and love these.
Okay, I'm not this old. I don't even remember.
A boy who never grows
I've seen Peter Pan, but I was like one time.
Where did it come from? Well, we can look to the character's creator, J.M. Barrie. J.M. Barrie has actually revealed the origin of the Peter Pan character. And it's something that recent makers of Peter Pan movies have tried to cover up. Peter Pan is actually based off of J.M. Barrie's 13-year-old brother. He cracked his skull and passed away while ice skating. And that's why J.M. Barrie wrote about a boy who never grows old. This makes the whole character a lot more creepy. That's right, the reason why Peter Pan can't grow older is because he's not alive. Blue Ranger. As a kid, I'm sure you watched the Power Rangers.
Yes, sir.
Do you know who's behind those helmets and colourful suits? Well, one of those people was David Yost. He played the character of Billy, the Blue Ranger in Power Rangers.
I know he's gay.
Sadly, he left his role, but why? Well, he said it's because he was actually bullied by the crew members and cast. That is because he was gay. Later, this bullying even caused him to go to conversion therapy because he was so sad. He said, "I put myself through conversion therapy because I didn't want to be gay. I really struggled and struggled and struggled with it. I sort of had to start the process of learning to accept myself, which was very difficult. It took me many years after the fact. So it's pretty sad to learn that these terrible things were going on the set of Power Rangers."
Now, I will tell you this. I love Power Rangers. OG Power Rangers. That new shit that they're having now, yeah, you know, obviously, clearly I stopped because I'm not a kid no more, but like, when I found out he was gay, I was like, bro, that did not change anything for me. But what did change is that they were bullying this dude. That shit was crazy. Like, bro, how y'all gonna bully this? Bro! And then they gonna replace him with, forgot. Who played as a Blue Ranger? Then I forgot who it was. But I was like, bro, this was you know, that was unfortunate, bro. That just sucks, bro. That honestly just sucks, bro. Um, it's crazy, bro. But yet again, you gotta think about it. Like Power Rangers back in the day, they were on some bullshit. You know, they were wild for making the Black Ranger the black guy and the Yellow Ranger the, you know, Asian girl, and they they did that on purpose. Let's keep it 100. Y'all can say it was by freak accident, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's keep it 100, bro. You said I'm reaching. Look it up.
It seemed all happy to us as kids, but behind the camera, that's not what was taking place.
Yeah,
we
that
never knew
sucks.
these seemingly heroic and powerful characters were bullying and getting bullied on the set. Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss is one of
But y'all did know that they also were just filming the scenes. They weren't doing the fighting scenes. Those were already images that they had from the Japanese version of the show. If y'all didn't know. Fun fact. Now y'all know.
of the greatest children's authors to ever live. But many don't know about his dark side. Researchers now say Dr. Seuss may have been prejudiced against African Americans and Asian Americans. They criticize the drawings of a Chinese man in the story and to think I saw it on Mulberry Street. In the book If I Ran a Zoo, a man also says he would put a person of color wearing a turban on display. But if you don't think that's bad, then you should really hear about Dr. Seuss's wife. Dr. Seuss actually cheated on his wife, Helen Palmer, and he did this while she was sick with cancer. As a result of this, Helen took her own life.
What the Whoa! 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 This man is a savage. Golly. I can understand if he was racist. Yes, that's like, come on. Everybody back in the day, let's be honest, a lot of them were hella racist. Your favorite author, clearly saw with Walt Disney. He was racist as fuck. I wasn't really surprised that he was racist. But the fact that this is shocking that he left his wife or cheated on his wife when she has cancer and then she took her own life. This man is a savage.
She did this by taking too many pills. Her final note read, I'm too old and enmeshed in everything you do and are. She said, I cannot conceive of life without you. My going will leave quite a rumor. But you can say I was overworked and overwrought. Your reputation with your friends and fans will not be harmed. So even though she took her own life, she still did not want to expose what Dr. Seuss had done. Red Ranger. We've already covered how the Blue Ranger was bullied for being gay on set. But he isn't the only Power Ranger who will ruin your childhood. Ricardo Mendia played the Red Ranger. And in 2015, he was arrested after taking the life of his roommate, Joshua Sutter. This was after Ricardo used a Conan the Barbarian medieval sword on him. That's right, he literally took his own roommate's life with a medieval sword. It's said this happened because of an argument over
I did exactly that.
Ricardo's girlfriend. In 2017, Ricardo pled guilty to 1 count of voluntary manslaughter, and later that year he was sentenced to 6 years in prison. This changes the way I'll see Red Ranger.
Bro, like, what is up with y'all Power Rangers, bro? Y'all supposed to be out here protecting and serving. Y'all sit up here bullying cast members, killing people. What is wrong with y'all? I get it that y'all don't get a hefty bag, and I understand that after Power Rangers, you pretty much have nothing else because nobody remembers you unless if you become very successful. But other than that, nobody really remembers you other than from Power Rangers. Even from then, they just only remember your face. They don't know your name. Let's keep it 100. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm just being honest, bro. I'm just being honest. The only Power Ranger I remember by name is Tommy. Because everybody knows Tommy because Tommy's cool. Now, if I saw Tommy on some weird shit, then I ain't fucking with Tommy. But I fuck with Tommy. He cool. He the coolest Power Ranger ever to exist. But this man, he wild. He's wild.
Ranger forever. Ferris Bueller. Every kid, and frankly adult, loves the film Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I've never seen it.
It stars Matthew Broderick, and he's also been in many other great films.
Never seen
But
it.
did you know about his dark past? In 1987, he was driving in Northern Ireland. That was when he crossed into the wrong lane. He then collided head-on with a 28-year-old woman named Anna Gallagher and her mother. Both of them were taken out instantly. Matthew also fractured his leg and ribs in the crash. He was charged with taking a life by dangerous driving. He was facing up to 5 years in prison, but instead got off with a $100 fine. The victim's son and brother called it a travesty of justice.
What?
Lion King.
How do you go from almost life in prison to just $100? What? That's some 6ix9ine shit, bro. And he didn't even have to snitch in that situation. How did he get... Who is his lawyer? Let me know.
Everyone knows and loves the Lion King movie. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure as kids, our favorite character was Simba. This movie was released in 1994.
Mine was Timon and
the
Pumbaa.
average lifespan
And
of
then,
the lion is
Nala.
15 years. This means if Simba from The Lion King was real, he probably would have passed away back in 2009. And now in 2020, he would almost definitely not be alive.
Okay.
It's pretty sad to think that in real terms, our favorite kids movie characters would no longer be alive.
But he's a cartoon.
Thankfully, they're kept alive forever on the silver screen. Even
I
if they
haven't
do
seen-
have some pretty
I haven't
dark
seen the new
backstories.
one, though.
Let me know in the comments. Have any of these facts ruined any TV show, book, or movie for you?
Not
if
really.
they did, then I'm sorry for ruining your childhood memories. Personally, I think the thing that makes me the most surprised is what Mr. Moseby did. Of course, the actor Phil Lewis did not mean to do that, so we can't.
Wait, you're telling me out of all the shit that we heard about the people being racist, taking his Dr. Seuss out here being racist as hell, we already knew that, but him being racist as hell and him leaving his own wife while she was sick with cancer did not shock you? Or the fact that the Red Ranger nigga took a whole Conan the Barbarian, it was a specific sword, Conan the Barbarian sword, and sliced his roommate up. That didn't shock you at all? But what Mr. Moseby did? You're wild, bruh.
Can't blame him too much. But he still was driving while under the influence. And of course, he has now turned his life.
Bro, the dude, what the Ferris Bueller Day Off dude, whatever. Yeah, I forgot his name. Whatever that dude's name is, bro. He fucking did the same shit. He didn't even go to jail. He just had to pay $100 fine. He killed 2 people. I'm sorry. What Mr. Moseby did was wrong. Even though he did take out 1 life, this man took out 2 lives. Last I checked, that's worse than just taking out 1 life.
Around and is beloved. But it's still a pretty dark backstory not many people know about this very popular actor. But now it's time for you to make your voice heard.
That's crazy. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for some more. I'm done, bro. Like this is ridiculous, bro. It didn't necessarily ruin my childhood, but it was cool to find out some facts. I'm gonna see y'all later. Subscribe to the channel. Come to my Twitch, subscribe. The link will be in the description below. You already know what it do. And I'm out there, baby.